Yo, what's happening?
What's good, y'all?
It's your boy
Welcome.
Chris,
This your girl Ari.
and
Welcome back.
today we have a special guest with us, man. Show some love to Lenny. Go ahead, introduce yourself.
Hey guys, I'm Lenny.
Hey guys. Hey guys.
Yeah,
No.
Yeah, so y'all, we got a special guest on today. Welcome back to Anchor Practically, y'all. For those who are watching on YouTube, what's up? Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and make sure y'all turn that notification bell so y'all notified when we post. We post on Mondays and Thursdays. Even if y'all don't get the notification, which YouTube been tripping on, uh, still come back on Mondays and Thursdays and check.
yeah.
Come back to the channel and check and make sure that we posted. We
Come
guys
mess
about
with
the
us,
thing we
man.
did.
We're lit.
That's what the thing we did. And then for those who are listening to us audio wise, y'all can make sure y'all rate us so y'all can so we can get on other people's recommendation page, man.
Facts.
All right. All right. So
My bad, guys. I can't see.
so y'all know we typically start our podcast off with our facts of the day segment. Chris cannot read it right now until he puts his glasses on, but
Oh, hi guys, I'm back.
so it is April 29th for y'all. Y'all already know how we do our recording process, but to y'all it's April 29th. So he gonna hit y'all with the facts of the day. Go
All
for it,
right,
bro.
come with me again. Let's take this journey. I got y'all. Look, look, look. Today's facts of the day. Today is National Zipper Day. For you zipper lovers out there, you can just zip up your jacket and just come on for the ride. Come on.
Yep.
Let's
Yep,
do
come
it.
on for the ride.
All right. All right. Today is also National Peace Rose Day. Yes. For all the peace lovers out there, that is something that symbolizes peace. So, hey, go ahead and go get you a peace rose, which I don't know what color it is, but pretty sure if you ask the florist, they'll tell you.
Yep.
Pretty sure. And then also it's a weird day, but it's actually National Denim Day.
Denim,
I didn't
yeah.
know jeans had a day. That's
They
really
should.
weird.
Denim, they do.
Yeah.
Denim
I don't
was
understand
popping back in
why.
the
Denim
day.
is, yeah.
I don't wear jeans.
Popping,
I wear
popping.
joggers.
You don't wear
Yeah.
jeans, but there's half a billion people.
Oh, you right. I'm sorry. You right. I'm sorry for those denim lovers out there. I didn't mean to offend you, but I'm just saying, like, I just like
No.
joggers, man. They just pull them right up and get out the door. You know.
Fair, fair. It's easy.
And then last but not least, today is National Shrimp Scampi Day. I've had it one time. It's really
It's
good,
good.
but
It's
my
good.
favorite dish is shrimp Alfredo.
Shrimp
So
Alfredo.
Ooh, Alfredo.
Slaps.
Every time.
every exactly like
Exactly.
where it's
It never gets old.
it
At
doesn't.
all.
It doesn't. It's like it's so good. It's
It's a
creamy.
timeless
The
dish.
noodles is the shrimp bus. It's just
With some wine.
oh, with
Yes.
some wine.
Woo! Now she
Ooh,
talking with some garlic bread on the side, probably just a little garlic bread, you feel me?
man, it's lit, boy.
Slaps.
Ooh, man. All right. Okay, so let me continue taking y'all down this journey, and we're going to tell you a Black history fact. So, on this day of April 29th, riots broke out in Los Angeles after four police officers were acquitted in beating of Rodney King. After a jury acquitted four police officers in 1991, it was videotaped that they were beating Rodney King and a black motorist. Widespread riots broke out in South Central Los Angeles. So, y'all need to know that because that's important. That was really big back then.
It
They
was.
were they. If you've seen the video, it's gruesome.
It is.
They really beat him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was it ties into what's going on today when all this police brutality and officers are still being acquitted to this day,
yeah,
and they're not being held accountable. And it's crazy that they let off four police officers back
yeah.
then, and now the same thing can happen. It could be four or five, and they still doing the same thing. So
Exactly.
we're slowly progressing, especially now with Derek Chauvin and his
Yeah.
he's completely found guilty on all three counts.
Locked
So
up.
we're we're
Hallelujah.
we're slowly progressing into us actually being treated like humans and
Hmm.
Right.
being
As
respected as
adults.
human beings.
Yes, exactly. Respect
It's
us.
about time.
You know,
It's about
we're
time.
respect black people. Like, what's
It's
wrong with
about
us? Why
time.
you don't?
Especially
You know?
especially when they've built the country off the backs of us. So it's important that they treat us with some respect.
Yes,
And it's important.
yes, exactly.
Listen, respect.
This
So
society kills me. I don't
it
understand.
does. It really does. It really does. And it's a sad, sad world out here. It's a sad world.
It's
It's a sad world. Unfortunately, we still gotta deal with that crap. It's sad.
all right.
It's
So, all
sad.
right, take us into our main topic.
But now we're done with the facts of the day. We gonna take y'all into our main topic. Today we got a couple of topics. So we got a main
Yes.
topic, then we got like four other little side topics that we're gonna talk about as
Hmm.
well. So
Well,
our first
yeah.
I get right, yeah. So our first topic for today is we're gonna be talking about wealth again. Now y'all know we've talked about wealth before,
Hmm.
but we're gonna go a little bit in depth with it this time. Um, so we're gonna be talking about intergenerational wealth and how our society or people in general glorify the struggle.
All right.
So um, that's what we're on today. So
Okay.
um,
Oh, it's a good topic because I could tell you something a little about this because
Mm.
my life is.
you might like it. All right, go ahead. What you think? What you think?
Uh, well, what intergenerational wealth is?
Yeah. What do you think? So, what do you think
Um,
it is? Before I tell you what it is.
Basically, it's just the wealth that's passed down from family line to person to person in your family. So, for instance, like in my family, we have that somebody before us may have had a lot of money, so they pass it down from generation to generation to generation. It just keep going down. It's very important to have intergenerational wealth because if you don't, then you have to find a way to succeed for yourself. So I mean it's kind of like you could say like a hand me down in a way, pretty
Mm,
much. So what y'all guys think? What do you guys think?
Oh. What do you think? Do you think intergenerational wealth is important to me?
Do I think it's important?
Yes.
Yes, of course. I think leaving a legacy behind for the next generation is very important. I think that's what people strive to do on a daily basis is to leave something for their children and their loved ones when they're gone.
Yeah.
So I
Hmm.
definitely agree. Generational wealth is very important, and it's something that we don't talk about a lot,
That's true.
especially in
Hmm.
our community, African American people. I don't think we talk about generational wealth
Hmm.
a
Oh,
lot as much as we should.
we
No,
should.
we should talk about it more because uh, it first it wasn't natural for us to talk about it at all.
Right.
Let's say that it wasn't natural for us to have that conversation in the first place because the to be honest, they didn't want us to have wealth. They didn't want us to be wealthy. They didn't want us to be successful. So in order for them to uphold that and maintain that, they just opted not to tell us how to keep it or
Yep.
how to get it. So it's important, especially as Black people and even as minorities that we attempt and strive to attain that because 9 times out of 10, a white person is going to have intergenerational wealth or generational wealth in their family. Intergenerational wealth is when there's money already it's already been there. The generational wealth is when you got your mama and she passing stuff down to you, or
Yep.
your dad he passing money down to you. So it's important that we as Black people achieve that so that when the country and when the world is changing, we can adjust with it at the same time. We should be able to fit right on in, just like the white people can adjust and fit right on in fast as well.
I mean that's more of a term for um I guess you could say for the Caucasian people in a
Yes,
way.
yes, for sure. It's most definitely
'Cause
for them.
I mean, like, it's some black people out there that are well aware of intergenerational wealth, but it's
Hmm.
still like a lot of people they wouldn't see it as like important, which is a bad view, because if you think about it, it's like that kind of leads to our question later down the line in our podcast.
Yeah.
Would you want your kid? Would you rather your kids be happy, or would you rather your kids just be into money?
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like if 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 you want your family to be successful and you want your family you're gonna either have to make a choice. Do you want your family to be happy or do you want them to be just involved just with the money? Do you just want them
Hmm.
to care about the money? You know? So it's kind of like it's an important thing to really want to learn about, like just for instance, like me, like right now, like I want to provide where I'm able to take care of my future family, even though I don't have a future family right now, but it's still like I still want to be in a position where I can take care of them no matter what.
Hmm.
So that's what I'm aiming for. So for the people out there that don't know, you should take it serious, and it's something that you should really look into because that's important.
Yeah, even like and small stuff that we don't even learn, like how to save our money correctly. Like even like when we little kids and people giving us money for our birthday presents and stuff like that. They giving us money. Our parents gonna teach us, hey, we should save this amount so for later down the line when you need it, you have it. So
Right.
like when you get 15 and 16 and it's time to get your first car and you're getting your license and stuff, you already have a decent amount of money saved on your own just from you, and then we can help you alongside of that as well. But that's not something that is taught, and that's why it's important for us, our generation, most importantly, this generation that's eventually going to be having kids. We have to teach our kids to do the same thing. So now that we're picking up where previous generations lacked, which is great that we're recognizing that, so that we know that we can actually make that difference and
Right.
make sure that our kids are and us, we're still learning that as well and teaching them the same
Right.
thing as well too. That's
Facts.
important.
That's
Yeah.
valid.
Yep. Uh, so it's important that we try to do that and we keep doing that. So we can have money
Trying to
left
be
for
like
people
the
when we
trying to
gone.
be like the Rockefellers in a way, like they're so
Yeah.
rich they can just buy the earth, three, four different times. You know what I'm saying? Like
Exactly.
I'm trying to be like that. You know,
Exactly.
that's an
I'm
empire,
trying to all right, I'm trying to make money in my sleep. I'm trying to
right?
let
Right.
money work
I'm
for
trying to
Right.
wake
me,
up
not
and
me
just
work for money.
have money.
Just be rich,
Right.
right? Right. Just, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Right.
That's why I wish I had a genie. I,
Too much genie.
I
A
money
genie in a
stacked
bottle.
to the ceiling, man. Just
Genie.
all
Right,
type of stuff,
exactly.
man. Man. But you gotta work for it. So
Yeah, yeah, you got to work for it. And then once you work for it, you have to learn how to maintain it. Most people don't know how to
I
maintain their
maintain money.
money.
yeah,
They
Yeah.
don't know how to
Just
do
so you
that.
can
And
spend it.
exactly. So, and that's why like you and I was talking before. You see these rappers, they get $1 million and they spend it
Spend
in the
it.
blink of an eye. Like they don't know how to hold on to money, and that's a part of us. When we get money, we don't know how to take care of it, or we never had money before, so now we got money, we think we can buy everything. Um, so
man. Look, if I had $1 million,
actually,
man, I'm buying a Ghost. I'm buying a Rolls Royce Ghost first. Then I'll put it up into stocks or something like that.
you gonna buy
Yeah,
it by
double
your
your money. Flip it.
yeah,
Yeah, right.
yeah.
I
Like I
want to make
said,
some more money.
yep, like I said last episode when we talked about what if you're gonna spend money, you need to make sure you know how you're gonna make that same money back and double it. Pretty much double it. What you spend, you should be able to double it. So
Facts.
so don't go out there buying a $500,000 car and you don't know how you're gonna make 1 million back.
Right. Facts.
Yeah, you right. You right. Maybe I should buy a hoopty or something.
Not a hoopty. No, you
Not a
work hard for your
hoopty.
A
money.
three
You work hard
thousand
for your
dollar car or something.
Lord Jesus. You work hard for your money. You most definitely deserve to
To
splurge on yourself a little
yeah,
bit
to
and
yeah.
splurge. But you also need to know how to make that money back. And most people don't know how to make that money back.
Man, that's a lot of money.
It is. It is a lot of money. And some people don't even know what to do with $500,000, to be honest. Some people don't
That's
know what some
man.
people don't
Look,
know what to do with $1 million.
Right.
I know
You
what
don't
to
know
do
what to
with
do
it.
with $5.
Exactly. Exactly. And it can be their last $5 and they gotta make a tough
Right.
decision and they gonna make the
Right.
dumb decision instead of
Mhm.
doing the right one with $5. So right. And this they
Right.
last dollar and they like, I don't. well, I need this, but they say I
I
need
want
this, but I
this.
want this.
Facts.
Right. You have
But
to
you need to
find,
get what you
yeah, you have to
need.
learn the difference between what you
Yeah,
need and want.
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
Exactly.
Most
I
definitely
think
gotta
every dollar is important. To be honest with
learn.
Yeah, every
you,
dollar is,
I keep.
but people
I,
don't know the value of a dollar.
that's
No,
true.
that's the problem. That's the problem. That's the
Right.
problem.
I keep change
That's
too.
why
For sure.
you got to teach people the
I
value of
got
a
some
dollar.
change. I got a
Yeah,
lot of change.
no, okay, Lenny, okay, Lenny. Explain what you mean by learning about the value of a dollar for
Like,
some people that don't know.
Great question.
explain the value of a
Hmm.
dollar. I
Explain
mean,
like what it means to you.
Right. The
or the
importance
okay,
of
the
Hmm.
valuing the
importance
dollar.
of a value.
Hmm.
I mean, it's just I think when you know you're a kid and you get money, you just feel like you could buy this, you could buy that. And then when you finally reach a somewhat of adulthood and you have to start paying bills, you kind of learn, okay, there's things that I need and there's things that I want. And I have to learn the difference between what I want and what I need because I need to pay for things. So I need I need to get my stuff that I need out of the way before I focus on things that I want.
Right.
Right.
And I think people are so busy spending time on what they want and then they just leave their needs to the side and they'll be like, this is
Facts.
not what I need. Well, that's because you spent it on what you wanted. So,
Right. And then you trying to hit everybody else up like, can I
right,
get
like
this?
now
Can
you're
I
trying
get
to
that?
rob Peter
No.
to pay Paul, and you
Exactly.
still got to pay Peter back at the end of
E-
the day. You still got to pay
exactly.
Peter back. So you
Man,
got to
Exactly.
figure out how you're going to pay Peter back.
dude,
How are
I'm
you
You
going to
put
running
your
rob
from
Peter
Peter.
to pay Paul?
right.
Right.
You put yourself in
Right.
that situation. You need to figure out how to get
How
yourself
you
out.
going to get out of it? Right. And
Listen,
then that leads you deeper into debt because you don't know
E-
how to get yourself out of it. And now it's
exactly.
just in this ongoing cycle,
Hmm.
which is
And
something
right
that
and
our
that and
generation definitely has to break. Um,
hmm
that we need
for
to
sure,
try to break at least.
for sure.
I'm
And
running from Paul. I don't know about y'all.
I'm ready for Paul.
Ah, borrow from him. Run. What you mean?
Paul gonna catch up, and he gonna say, I want what I want
I
what I
want my money
said,
back.
which I want
I want my
what I
money back.
yeah I want it.
I'm just playing.
I don't
Don't
got
run from
time.
Paul, y'all. Just pay it back. If you borrow,
Pay
pay
Paul
it back.
back. Pay Paul back.
Yeah, you have to
Pay Paul
build your
back.
credit.
If you gonna if
So you can
exactly if you gonna borrow, you need to make sure you can be
be
able to
able to
pay it
pay it
back.
back.
You feel
Facts.
me? Uh, and that's the like she said, we gotta try to get it to a point where we're creating a healthy cycle to where we know what we need to do with our money and know how to maintain our money. It's a lot of financial gurus out there nowadays. It is. It's a lot of people that are teaching about financial literacy and how to make sure you maintain your money. And when it's time for
Hmm.
you to buy that house, time for you to buy that car, you know what you need to be saving up for, and you know how much you need to be saving up for, and where you should be. Like she said, not be trying to go for your, not be trying to go for your wants. You need to make sure you're making sure you got that list of what you need, and make sure you're saving for what you eventually will
Man, I need a lot.
need. We all need a roof over our head, and we all need a vehicle to get us from point A to point B. And 9 times out of 10, they don't even teach you how to save for those two things.
At all.
So now we sitting here struggling. Like now we got to go get a loan. Now we got to pay them back
Right.
on
Who?
top of us, on
And
top
then
of us trying to come
Who?
on.
Who?
and then if you don't pay back on time,
Yeah, interest.
interest.
Interest is adding up.
Yeah.
They don't play. They
At
don't
all.
play.
They want their money.
They
What
they'll
loan?
rather they'll rather see us in debt than see us be able to actually
Yeah. Get stuff on our own.
save correctly.
That's why they don't teach African Americans about
No, and that right exactly. That's why that's
they
not a
don't want
subject
to.
in school.
Right. Right.
That's
We
valid.
should have been learning that in middle school. We should have been learning how to write a check. We should have been learning how to
Mhm.
to
Save money
save for bills and all that type of stuff. Make sure
and
that
do
we're
a budget.
exactly budgeting for sure.
I
But
save for bills, man. It's easy saving for bills, especially when they hit you too. When they call you, they be like, hey, you got a
for
bill coming
sure,
up due. You
or
gotta pay
sending
that.
warning texts.
Exactly. They send you a warning text. They either call you or they'll send you an email. But
They're
they gonna
like
get their money.
Payment.
They
bro,
gonna
T-Mobile every 15th on the 15th, T-Mobile will be like on the
If
5th,
you're
you
not
gotta
supposed
pay us
to.
our money.
Verizon do that too.
Like you better have
Every
that.
phone company do that.
You better have that bread on the fifth, or your phone gonna be off. And I don't want my phone off, so I'm gonna pay them.
Promise to pay. That's what I hit
Give
them
them
with.
money.
Right, exactly. I will pay you the day before, or I will pay you the day of.
Right.
That's
It's
how
gonna
it'll
get
be.
paid.
It's gonna get paid for sure. It's
Yeah,
for sure gonna get paid. You ain't got to bug me. I got you.
sure.
Mm.
I got you for sure. But we're done with that first topic. All right,
This
that was a good first topic.
this
It
is
was
a
a good
deep
first topic.
second topic right here.
All right. Our second topic is the question is, are you happy with yourself? Now that could go a lot of different ways. That
My
can go that can go with, are you happy with your current situation?
She's
Now
calling people out, boy. She's she's
it,
trying to get to she's trying to get to the bread and the butter,
the
okay?
bread, that's how you gotta do sometimes. You gotta get the bread and butter.
These
That's
questions
where
were inspired by me. I did these questions.
I bet you
all
did.
right.
I bet
All
you
right.
did.
Yeah.
I'm
That sounds
great.
like
I
something
know.
you would
I know.
ask. Are you happy
I,
with yourself?
They were by you.
oh,
But they had
you!
to get ran by me.
Oh,
I'm the boss. I don't know what you talking.
Oh, oh wow. That's what you think. Yeah.
Anyways,
That's what you think. That's
moral
what
of the
you think.
story is. Anyways, look,
You did
bro.
a good job.
The,
He picked some fantastic questions for today. He did.
I
yeah,
did,
I
and
like the question choices of today.
it
He did a
right.
good job.
I
It's
tried.
not. It's not.
It took a minute. It
It's
took
not
a
about.
minute.
It's not about. It's not about individuality here. It's not
Yeah,
about you
no.
just saying I did it. It's about the
It's a
teamwork. We did
team.
it.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
team.
We got it together.
Teamwork
We did
makes
it.
the dream work.
Exactly. We
Exactly,
did it. We
exactly.
figured it out.
You know, but this particular question, I felt that it took me a minute to come up with it, but I feel like it was a real like a deep question. It's a deep awakening question, to be honest with you, because
Hmm.
you got to be real with yourself. No, don't lie to yourself.
Right.
You know, on this podcast we don't lie. You know, we tell
No,
the
we
truth.
don't.
You know, so if anybody would like to go first, I know it's a little personal, guys, but I mean, hey, you know, you got to be real with yourself. You know, it's time to own up to who you truly are.
Yeah, for sure.
Go ahead.
For sure. Uh, I'll go first. I'll go first. I'll knock it out. Am I happy with myself? No. Let's put it that way. No. And then in the simplest answer I can give, my answer is no. Um, because I'm not where I want to be right now. For one, um, whether that be mentally, whether that be monetarily, whether that be physically, I'm not there yet. So I can't be happy with myself or satisfied with me half-assing. Basically, I can't be happy with me halfway doing stuff. So um, in shortest terms, no, I'm not happy with myself right now, and it's gonna take me a minute to get to a point where I am happy with myself. Uh, it takes work. It takes work to get to where you want to be. So while I'm trying to achieve that, I will push to make myself happy. That's all I'm gonna do.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. I guess I'll go
Yeah.
first. I mean second. Am I happy with myself? I'm gonna be probably real about the situation. I don't necessarily think I am happy with myself. Um, I'm the type of person that I feel like you could grow every day, and every day is like a lesson. You can learn something new every day.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I'm not happy with myself. I feel like there's a lot of things that I haven't yet accomplished, and I don't feel like until they're accomplished that I will truly be happy with myself.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of goals, I'm trying to reach. I gotta get back in the gym. I gotta do some stuff like, I gotta push to make myself the best version of me that I could possibly be. What is wrong with you?
Oh me?
Yes,
No,
yes.
I was saying, you gotta get in the gym and pump some iron, man. You gotta.
Yeah, man. I'm
Yeah.
trying to get bulky like you, bro. I'm trying to. Look.
No, you don't. No, you can't get bulky like me. Nah,
Why not?
no, no,
Hmm.
That's an off-camera conversation, but you
Okay.
cannot get brought. No.
Okay.
he
All
said
right.
that down fast. No,
Right. Like real quick with the I don't think
nah,
so.
we're not doing that
I
one.
mean, I'm just trying to get my stomach a little flatter, makes just some
I
minor
see you.
things. I ain't trying to get too bulky, but I'm trying to make sure, I look all right. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm happy with the way I look.
Okay.
Facts,
For myself, not for anybody else though. I put
facts.
it out there
You
because
gotta have confidence in yourself first.
right. Yeah, I don't want nobody to be thinking, oh, she just no. It's for me, my own
Yes,
personal
for sure, for sure,
gain.
for sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's my turn. All right.
Yes,
Mhm.
boy.
Whew. That's the deepest one for me. So, all right, guys. I'm neutral, but mostly no. I should be much farther ahead than what I am right now.
Mhm.
I mostly blame that for a lot of things that happened during my life that was kind of like life altering in a way. So, I mean, I have a lot of things that I like about myself, but I have also a lot of things I don't. And personally, you know, I just try to, accomplish the goals just day by day. I just try to, make a goal for the day and I just try to achieve it, just
Mhm.
to better like, build myself up towards what I need to be, like for instance, this year I was supposed to apply for the FBI the honors internship program. And I've been fooling around with the wrong things, and I missed my chance, and now I have to wait 2 years in order to do what I need to do. So it's like, I just it's a hard question, but I just not I would say no, probably not.
Mhm.
I need to be much further than what I am. To be honest, I should
Yeah.
be in the hills of California. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? Or in Nevada, partying at the pool, something like that. But no, I'm here working, trying to make a living, trying to become the man I need to be.
Exactly. And that's gonna take work and time. You cannot rush to become the best person ever.
Right.
You can't do that, or you're gonna mess around and not get to where you actually want to be. Trying
Yeah.
to rush to be somebody else.
Or
Um,
lose yourself.
In the
right.
process, yeah.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Exactly. So it takes time. You don't have to rush to become who you want to be, but you
Yeah.
have to work to get to where you want to be.
Yep.
So you just can't be like, I'll be who I am in 10 years. Okay,
Facts.
them 10 years gonna go by,
Right. Time gonna pass you by. You can't
Yeah.
and
just
then you're
sit in
gonna
the
be
same spot.
pissed.
Because
Then
then
you're
Hmm.
you're
gonna be
gonna look back
pissed.
and you're gonna wonder where did the time go and what did I do in my life in the process.
Exactly. So
Oh, and then the
don't.
gym is another thing too because I have to pass the FBI physical because that physical is whoa. I had read
Mhm.
about the physical for the FBI and that's a lot of work. You need to be fit, like in shape, and that's just another goal of mine as well. So
Get
if
in
you
the
want to get
gym.
fit, guys, go ahead and get motivated and go to the gym. It's a
Yeah,
great
you
thing.
gotta have you gotta you have to get motivated to go to the gym. And sometimes some people are not motivated. Sometimes you gotta have an accountability partner.
Right.
You gotta have somebody that's gonna hold you accountable and make sure that you're
That's gonna
getting that
push
stuff
you.
done. Right,
Hmm.
exactly. It's always great to have positive people in your life that's gonna push you to get to even when you feel like you at a standstill or you don't know what you want to do. And you falling off track a little bit. It's great to have those people in your life that's gonna put you right back on track and tell you you need to get back in the game.
Facts. That's why I told myself that this week. I was like, man, I gotta get myself back to where I was, man, because I'm behind. You just feel like y'all behind, like y'all
Yeah.
supposed to be much
Yes.
farther,
Yes, for
like,
sure.
cause
All the time.
All the
it's
time.
like, man,
All the
it's
time.
like COVID, like it just pushed everything back, and then
For
along with it,
sure.
Hmm.
like I'm not saying this, and
It's not
I say this with a passion. If you smoke weed and it makes you lazy, you gotta stop. Cause
yeah.
it's like that's a fallback, That's how something that's holding you back. Like for instance,
Hmm.
I smoke, but I notice it holds me back because I'm supposed to be, where I'm supposed to be, but I'm not there because guess what? I'm somewhere token somewhere, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, if you got distractions, make sure you limit your distractions, For
Yeah.
instance, Ari,
Excuse me.
she's doing her thing, but she doesn't smoke, but she, doing her thing, but she still has her distractions that's stopping her from achieving what she needs to achieve. Same as Delaney, it's like it's just things that happen that stop you that, you need to just hop over the barrier in order to get to where you need to be.
And you
Yeah,
have to
for
be
sure.
mature enough to recognize that you
Yeah,
have distractions.
right.
Cause most people
And
be
learn how
like
to deal
that.
with them.
Yeah,
Exactly. Because most people be like, that's not a distraction. I feel fine. I'm doing great. But you're doing the worst. You're
exactly.
you're
Hmm.
you're you're the worst
Exactly.
position that you
Spending
could possibly ever be in.
spending like $50 to $150 to $300 on, just weed, just in general. Weed is expensive.
Or
If you ain't
Yeah,
got
it's like
money,
a
anything.
you
bill
can't smoke.
or anything.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot. It's just, man, you don't save money, you don't do nothing. All you just want to do is just smoke and go to sleep, lay down. Just be
That's
lazy.
lazy. No
Right.
motivation. You need to get up and move. Time
Exactly.
Exactly.
waits for nobody. You
It
have to.
Right.
doesn't. It will fly right
Exactly.
past your ass. It don't
Right.
Ooh,
wait.
but luckily, I got good people around me that, if I do feel lazy, they make me get up and do what I do. Like, for instance, like my homework, I just didn't feel like doing my homework. I did some of it, but I didn't finish it. Now I'm texting my teacher, like, hey, can you help me with the assignment? Because I missed class. Oh, because you want to know why I missed class? Because it was 4:20. That's a
You're
distraction.
supposed to be in class and you're behind. That's a different phone
No,
call. Off camera. we're
listen.
gonna talk about, we're gonna talk about
Ah,
that off,
see, I
off
shouldn't have
camera.
said nothing.
Absolutely
Because
But
I'm
makes
gonna hold
no
you
sense.
accountable, and we're gonna talk about that off camera.
And you know what? I thought about that when it was 420. I was like, don't this nigga got class? I'm like, he talking about, yeah, I'm finna go to my pop's house. I'm finna
ah,
Right. Nowhere in there did he mention
I
he had to
I,
go to class.
I said I know it's not Wednesday. I know it's not Thursday. I know it's not Friday. I'm pretty sure it's Tuesday. I'm pretty sure.
um, anywho's,
Now
Right. Now you
um,
you
now you
trying
just gonna
to
bypass it because you know you're in the wrong. It's all right.
Jesus.
Every day is not gonna be a perfect day. You're gonna
No,
mess
it's
up.
not.
So
No,
it's
it's
all
not.
right. As long as you learn from it and you do better next time.
yeah,
Yes.
that's
For sure.
true. That's true. Always push yourself. Try to get to where you need to be. Just take every step every day. Don't try to rush it. Don't try to jump the instructions in order to get to where you want to be. Just take it one day at a time. Just take it slow. You'll get there.
Hmm.
Trust us. You'll get there.
Yeah, you'll get there.
Mhm.
But
Yes.
that leads to our third topic. Now, this is another deep question. But the question is, do you hate or love better?
Hate
Yikes.
or love better. Look, so I think naturally people hate,
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No, this
hate,
is
hate.
your opinion.
I know it's my opinion, but I think in general, I think people naturally hate better.
Because it's easier.
It's way easier to hate
It's
better.
way easier to hate somebody than to love them.
Exactly.
And the true definition of love a person is way more
Yes.
easier to hate than to love.
Okay,
Exactly.
so
And to be
is
honest,
is that how
naturally,
you feel? Is that how you feel? Because it's basically asking how do you feel? Do you hate or love better?
I told you earlier. I don't hate anybody. I
Right.
don't. I would not let someone have that much power for me to
Right.
hate them.
Preach. You better
I'm
you
not.
better preach in this and come on now.
Uh,
You
I'm
better talk
not.
about it.
Yeah, I'm not letting somebody do that. I'd rather exude my energy somewhere else than around
Then to stick
someone.
around and yeah, do that.
Yeah, then to hate somebody. Like it takes a lot of work to hate somebody. Literally, it
Mm-hmm.
I
takes
don't
just as much
know,
work to hate
man.
somebody than it is to love somebody, bro.
Mm-hmm.
If it's gonna take
Nah,
harder work to love somebody, but
I
hating,
gotta,
you got to really be a mad person to just hate everybody.
I gotta,
You just
I
gotta hate the
gotta
You have
world.
got to have
listen.
no joy in your
I
life.
gotta,
Exactly,
I gotta
no joy.
agree. I gotta agree to disagree because, for instance, let's say, let's go back to the fact that let's say like somebody get murdered, they get killed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so in that instance, wouldn't it be much easier just to hate the person that killed, your significant other or whatever the case may be than to love them?
It's a lot of instances where people go through that, right? Where
Yeah.
like For me, I'm weird. I be watching when people begin murder and then their family be at the court and then be
Or
like going through
yeah.
the trial. They be having videos like that on YouTube. So I be watching it. And sometimes you can just see some people just be like, I forgave them.
Mm-hmm.
People forgive. You can forgive people regardless of the mistake that they
You
made.
may, you ain't.
And even though you did lose a loved one or somebody that had importance in your life, you can't. You can be mad. You can be mad. You can be upset. But hate is a strong
A
word for
word.
you. Just to,
Yeah.
it's a strong word in general for you. Just be
Mm-hmm.
like, I
For you
hate
just to
you.
be like, I hate, yeah, so quick to say it, like,
Exactly.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I
I
think,
can.
I think for me, like, I think it's easier for me to love somebody than to hate them because
Yeah.
I don't hate anybody. It takes too much energy to hate somebody. It takes too much time, and at the end of the day, people are human.
Yeah.
People, everybody on this planet is gonna mess up. Everybody on this planet is gonna make mistakes. Nobody on this planet is Jesus.
No.
So people are human. People are gonna mess up. So if you know that about people and you know that about humans, it's just like, why build up that much energy to hate somebody when it's just like that's what they wanted to do, that's their decision. I could choose to give them my energy or I could choose to move on from the situation. Like,
Yeah.
hating people make you sick. I feel
Yeah.
like it take a toll on your body to hate somebody. Like, it take a lot to hate somebody. Like,
Yeah.
so I just don't think that. I'm more of a lover than a hater.
Yeah. And I think the same grace and mercy that God gives us
Right. I think you
every
should give
single
everybody
day,
else.
you should give everybody else.
The Bible says you have to forgive 7 times 7. So that's a
Exactly.
lot of forgiving. But at the
That's
end
a
of the day,
lot. But still, you
you
should.
have to do that because, yeah, like she said, if God can forgive us, if he was willing to send his only begotten son to die on the cross for our sins, I think that we should at least, have mercy on other people.
I'm pretty sure a lot of things that Jesus have done that God just be like, I just don't get it. I don't
Right.
understand.
I
Sometimes he
want to
just be
be a fly on heaven and see what he feel like when he look at us and
exactly.
wonder what we got going on.
He probably just be putting he probably got a lot of hand on his head moments, to be honest. But he just like some days he just be like, I just give up. I can't.
I'd be wondering if he stopped answering people. Like, I'd be wondering if he just mute everybody on the planet. Just, I don't want to hear nobody, nothing.
Today I need a day off. I need a day off. I need a day off.
I'd be
But
wondering.
realistically, he
He
can't
can't
have no
even do
day off.
that.
He can't even have no day off. People
Mm-mm.
need him every day, every second
25/8
of the day,
all the time.
every second, every hour. So it's like he can do that. He can't.
Mm-mm.
He don't do us. He don't do us, so he can't do us. So like sometimes people most definitely be viewing God all the time.
Like he's a
They be
genie.
viewing
He's not a genie.
exactly like God. I don't even if it's something they don't want to hear. It's like I know what you're gonna say. You nope.
Right.
I don't want. I don't want to deal with that. It's like a million TV. I don't want to hear that. Yeah, I don't want to hear that. But it's like in reality, God don't mute us. Just because
Right
He
at
don't give
all.
us what we want when we want it, that don't mean He ain't listening. He just waiting for
Right.
the season to give it to you.
Mm-hmm.
So,
She better preach. She better talk about it.
but
Facts.
it's unfair. It's unfair to mute God when He doesn't mute us. So,
Right.
and it's unfair
It's
to
unfair to
hate
hate
people
people when he don't
when
hate
He don't
people.
hate us.
Period. That's what it is.
What we look like. That's the same
Right.
thing as judging
Who are
people.
we to hate anybody when the creator doesn't even hate people? Who are we? Like,
That's like
who are
judging
we?
people. I'm gonna
Right.
judge you. Like who are we to judge somebody?
Mm-hmm.
We only got one judge, and that's God. So
Period.
it all matters to what He say, not to what we say.
Why would we think or should be the case? Yeah.
Humans think they got so much power. It's
I
funny.
know. It's crazy. Like,
It's
who
so
made
funny.
you? Like, go sit down.
It's so funny.
Go sit down. It's
It's
funny
so
to
funny.
me. I just laugh because people really be funny.
Yeah. You do. He over here quiet, just thinking.
Cuz man, okay, y'all right. Okay, he do say forgive him, like forgive people that do you wrong, but at the same time, I don't understand why a lot of people do the things that they do, and they don't care about the other people that they're harming. For instance, like just if you lost cousins or family or anything like that, and they was just murdered just because of what, like I don't forgive them, but my hate for them is just like what, like it's just beyond the normal level, because it's like what possessed you just to kill people just because you wanted to kill them.
Right.
Like if you take, all you do is take, you don't care about nobody else's feelings. Yet, I understand that he wants us to, forgive them and to, just leave them be. But it's still at the end of the day, it's like, how can you just sit there and just not do nothing? And you know what I'm saying? He just took one of your family members. Like, what sense does that make? I don't understand that. I'm not a revenge. I don't sit there and be thinking like I'm gonna get revenge, or I hate their killers or whatever case may be. But it's just like if I ever saw them, it's like, is that, because that's not fair. That's not fair. That's like having your child walk out the door and then they get shot in the head. Like, for what? What did they do?
Right.
It's a child. It goes back to the story about the 7-year-old girl who just died in McDonald's in Chicago. She got
Exactly.
shot 6 times. For what?
No reason. No
So
reason.
at that point, it's like, I love better than I hate, but it's like, man, like my hate levels for this society is just, it's almost, it's not up there with my love, but it's like it's halfway up there, because the shit that these people do is just ridiculous. It's unbelievable. And I don't know. I was just thinking about the question, which is why I was so quiet, because I don't understand that. To be honest, I don't understand. Maybe I just need to read the Bible again, but God know, me and God know, I've been working on my anger, and so I don't be mad at these people no more. I just be like, it's cool. Go ahead and slide. Go slide. I let people just slide, slide, slide. But then it's eventually, all right, one day I'm just gonna go up, and then who knows what's going on. But at the same time, I work on my anger with God. I'm going to church again. It's cool.
One day. One day. Oh God. It is natural to have feelings like that.
Like
Like
that, yeah.
for somebody to take a loved one for no reason. Like and then you sitting here like, what was the point? Like, why? It's people that's that selfish and careless
Uh-huh.
that will do those actions every single day, and we know that for a fact. Like you just mentioned, the 7-year-old girl, that
Hmm.
baby lost her life
For
I
no
ain't gonna lie.
reason.
because
I want
people
my,
don't care.
Right.
they don't. But I ain't gonna lie. I want my leg back.
You know, to look back, it's fair.
I do. I want to
It's
eat
fair
them
one to
stuff.
look back. You want to even it's fair.
But nah, more of the story, I ain't gonna self-incriminate myself. But anyway, more of the story is, but yeah, I love better than I hate though. I got a lot of love for people. Not everybody, because I don't really mess with everybody, but I love certain people, which is because I'm a private person, so you'll never know my life.
Mm-hmm. Come on, you
Some,
never know my
nah.
life. Yeah,
You
exactly.
won't,
We
you
spoke
know
about that today.
some, but you won't know
Yeah.
everything, because I'm not that type of person to tell you everything. Like if they was to interview me, like I answer your question, but it's not gonna be how you want it to be
It
answered.
ain't
Like
gonna be
I'm
the
a,
answer you was expecting.
yeah, it's not
Right.
like like how was it growing up? Oh, it was cool.
So it was cool. It was decent.
It's
It
I
was
cool.
lived. I made it through.
Yeah,
That's
right. I'm
all I'm
here,
saying.
so
here.
it's
Right.
I'm
right.
here.
I'm
Yeah.
talking to
So like,
you, so
right.
obviously I did it. I
No,
made it.
I'm from the west side of Chicago. Other than that, that's it. Just with that little information, the
They
media
should have a
take that
lot.
and just blow it all up. They just blow it up.
Exactly.
They'd be like, "Oh,
Exactly.
he from the west side. Yeah, everybody happy." Like, okay, like I get you, but I don't want my life to the cameras. You hear me? Like
Right.
paparazzi all outside your house to take pictures every day. Can't even walk to the bus stop, or can't even walk to your car without somebody bothering you. We got a question. Did you such like? Come on now,
Can't
like
even go
that's
to
that's
dinner and
unfair.
enjoy the people you love or the people
Yeah.
you
Exactly.
enjoy being around without
Can't
them
even go on a simple date. You got
hounding you,
cameras
man.
just every day. Like I don't know. That's just nah. That's not me. Maybe Ari, not me.
I told maybe me.
Or maybe
No,
Delaney, but not me. I don't.
mm,
I don't do
I
cameras.
got. I have too many people in my life that I have to protect to worry about that.
Right.
To want that. I
Right.
don't want that.
I don't want that at all either.
I don't want that. I don't want you hounding me,
Right. That's
standing,
gonna annoy me.
being outside of my home at
That's
7
gonna
o'clock in the
irritate
morning, waiting for
me.
me to wake up. Like that's
Like y'all ain't got nothing else to do.
Yeah, like
exactly. They
nigga,
like
all
you
day.
are what we got to do. We
Cameras on
got to
my
get
face.
information on you.
Not
Nigga, all
me.
day.
Not. I'm a very private person, so I don't. And my family means way too much to me to even like let them enter or something like that. Like that's
Exactly.
Facts. Facts.
no.
He gets on my nerves. But anyways, okay. Our fourth topic today is crying a sign of strength or weakness?
Oh, let's talk about it.
She said, "Let's
Ah,
talk about it."
okay,
Let's
Delaney,
talk
go
about
ahead, go first.
let's talk about it. Um, I mean, crying. I don't know. I feel like for me personally, my feelings on the topic, I think it's definitely a sign of strength because it's just like you're able to show your emotions. Like you're
Hmm.
able to say like this hurt me, that hurt me. Like is I'm in my feelings right now, not in my feelings. So I think for me is it shows strength for me. I'm just that type of person. Like I want people to show their emotions. Like cuss me out if I hurt your feelings. Like do something. Like
Let me know.
let
Let me
me
know you
right. Let
got
me
feelings.
know. Like
Like
I
Bad.
don't know if you don't say something. And I
to my bed.
right. So but I think people nowadays have made it seem like crying is like a weakness. Oh, you weak if you cry. Oh, you a punk if you cry.
That's dumb.
No, that's not it at
How are you a
all.
punk when we
That's
all have
right. I don't
emotion?
understand that. I don't get that. I
God gave us
really
that trait
don't.
for a reason, for us to be able to
I
express
mean,
how
Right.
we feel, for us to be able
Right.
to cry when we
I
Cleanse
feel,
the
mean,
not just
soul.
in
Like
sad moments.
y'all
Like
gotta say it like this though. I
crying is
mean,
healthy.
it's not
it's
like
healthy for the body. The body has
Yeah.
like it's
it
something the
is.
body has to do
It is healthy,
to
but at the
relieve
same
stress
time,
and like emotional like that stuff.
you gotta see it like this. You gotta see it like, okay, God made men and women, right? Now, I'm
Okay.
not saying I don't. I see crying as a strength I see crying as a sign of strength, not
Hmm.
weakness. Because at the end of the day, like Delaney said, it's an emotion. You show like how you feel during whenever the time that it is, right? But at
Hmm.
the same time, it's like God made women more. I guess you could say, um,
What
y'all
more?
are able
What?
to cry more than men will because
He made us more
I don't like
emotional. Is that what
yeah
you're trying to
I
say?
didn't want to
Right.
say
That's what I'm
that
trying to
because
say.
I didn't want to like I just didn't want to like like offend anybody, but I'm just saying like, and Joe, he made like women more emotional, and then men, like, I'm not saying men are not supposed to cry because I cry. I mean, I cry if something sad or whatever the case may be, but at the same time, it's like you got these dudes, these so called masculine dudes out here talking about crying is a weakness. If you cry, you dumb. You're a little punk. Such and such, whatever the case may be, right? But at the same time, they be the same ones crying about the color purple, or
Right.
they be
But they
crying
cry
about
in
Annie, or
private
you know what I'm
and
saying,
not
right?
around
Like
people.
it's okay to cry if bro. You could cry in school, you could cry outside, you cry anywhere. It's okay. Like
Right.
if you feel
And ain't
sad,
nobody
cry.
gonna look at you funny for crying because people cry. That's what we do.
Right.
Like
Right.
Exactly. We're
it's
human.
I don't understand why people act like emotion should be non-existent.
Distance. I don't get
Like
that either. I don't understand
we
it. Like it's rocket science. I really don't get it. Like
we should
Exactly.
be able to express how we feel. Like we was like when we was on the Lona podcast last week, and he was talking
Hmm.
about having two, like he feel like we're in a generation of over emotional men, and I'm like I said
are
well
you kidding me?
I
What?
said well
That's
What?
crazy.
What's your opinion? What?
Hmm.
I'm like and
Overly
then
emotional
emotional men. Then he
Yes.
goes
men.
in. Then he says.
In
Then
this
he says.
generation, that's what you're saying.
Hmm.
Yeah, and then he says. And then he says on to like it's because men grew up without having their father in their lives to toughen them
Ah,
up.
I don't think that's the case. I think if anything, personally, I think older men in the older generations, they feel like crying is a weakness. They feel like you can't don't show your
Exactly.
emotions, don't do none of that.
Exactly.
So they teach the younger men that. And that's why men say stuff like, "Oh, men are overly emotional." What are you talking
Hmm.
about? No,
And
they're
that's
just
and
they're just saying how they feel. Like,
I
exactly.
mean, but you got like, okay, when he said that, he was talking about in terms of like if you see the guys nowadays, and you see what they're beefing about. They probably a beef about a lyric that was said in the last song or the last album or something like that. Now, my thing is, basically, he's saying that a lot of these dudes they are over emotional because a lot of the things that are said are not that serious. Like it's like for example, they could make a diss song and be like, oh he don't wash his butt after so after he get out the shower. They could say something small like that, right? And what they'll do is they'll turn
That's
it into
weird.
the media will turn it into and portray it as something way bigger. And then
Mm-hmm.
now you got two of these young boys just sitting around killing each other just because of one thing that was said. Dude, the whole reason why Chicago is what it is today is because it all started off an argument off a basketball court. That's why all this started, literally, because of an argument on a basketball court, which turned into a song, which turned into a retaliation song, which turned into a bunch of murders. That's it.
And
That's
a
how
whole bunch of
Chicago became what
gangs.
it is today. Yeah, and all the gangs, the main gangs, it was only a certain few main gangs, and after that they all broke up into fractions, and then they broke up to cliques. So now we got a bunch of cliques that just run around with guns, just shooting each other, just because they made a diss or they said something because they broke or they poor and they ain't got no money. Like it's just small stuff. So that's why he was like, he's saying like these kids nowadays are over emotional because I feel like he was kind of right because a lot of these dudes are over emotional because it's not that serious. If it's just if you said one lyric in your song and you diss whoever they were with or whatever the case may be, it's not that serious. Go back in the studio, diss them back. That don't mean that you go kill each other just because y'all feel some type of way about it. Y'all can talk it out, but why you gotta die behind it?
Facts. But
So it
That's
was
true.
like that.
facts. But I feel like that wasn't the only point. Like that's a point. That's
Mm-hmm.
one point. But
Mm-hmm.
then the other point, like I said, was him basically saying like some of these guys, some boys are not raised with their father in the house. That was another major point as well that you made as
Nah,
well.
I disagree with that too. I mean, in a way, because it's men out here that was raised by they mom or their auntie or grandma, and they perfectly fine. They manly,
Exactly.
Right.
they take care of their business. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
I was raised by my
You
mom,
was
my
raised by
grandma, and
women.
I was raised by
Your
exactly. I
mama
was
and your
raised by women,
grandma.
so I mean, I'm perfectly fine. I handle my business. I pay my bills. I do what I got to do. I mean, I'm not feminine. I don't sit here and what I'm saying, like I don't agree with that. But at the same time, I agree with what he said about the other situation. Not that one.
Yeah, when it comes to that part of retaliation, pretty much when it comes to
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
that part, uh, when it comes to games and stuff like that, and them creating a bad pattern of them retaliating, and then more people are dying because they trying to go get revenge, and then now you did, and then now their mama got to deal with that, and then now your mama got
Right.
to deal with that because
Deal
now
with
you
you.
gone.
Right.
Like so,
Everybody in the
they
dirt.
exactly
Pretty
now,
much.
and that's why there's an unhealthy pattern there when it comes to getting revenge at that
Yeah.
point. Um, but I don't. I think crying is a strength. It's a strength. It's most definitely a strength because,
Yeah.
like I mentioned before on that podcast, I like when you can come to me and tell me how you feel without me hounding you to
A hundred
express
and
how
ten
you feel.
percent.
I'm not. I'm not. If anything, I'm going to get fed up with asking you,
What's
hey,
wrong?
can we talk about this? What's
Right.
wrong? I'm going to get pissed because I'm asking you too many times and you're not saying how you feel. And then in return, you say you're not listening to me.
You didn't say
I
nothing.
asked you. I'm
Right.
asking. You're not saying anything. I'm not
Right.
talking to a wall here. I'm talking to a human being that has emotion. Okay, so it's like
Mm-hmm.
I want you to be able to express how you feel, and that's why most men think that women are overly emotional because we express how we feel. No, we just know how to convey how we feel.
Communicate.
We know
Yeah.
how to communicate correctly.
Mm-hmm.
So now that we're trying to teach you how to communicate effectively, you cannot be mad because we're teaching you how to communicate. So when we're saying, how do you feel? Like, what's wrong? If we just got into a whole spat and I want to talk about it and you don't want to talk about it, you just being dismissive at the point, like, that's not how you maintain or keep healthy communication.
Right.
I mean,
You
I
gotta
walk
talk
away
about it.
from arguments.
Yeah,
Like,
you
That's
walk
fine
away
to
from
dang.
walk away from an
wait,
argument,
but
but
you
you have to come back at one point and
back
discuss what
and
happened in the
discuss
argument to make you to make it
so
not
you don't
again.
repeat that
Like,
same thing
Right. So
over
it
and
doesn't
over
happen
again.
again. Right.
like, Makes sense. All right.
Someone makes this.
You hear that, guys? Go back if you know if you get in an argument with your girl or something, you know, go back
Right.
and
Don't be walking away. Don't be leaving and storming out the house. Now anything can happen with you being mad.
Right.
Now you're mad and you hopping in the car and something can happen because you pissed.
Right. Mhm.
And now I'm gonna be pissed at you because you done left and something that happened to you.
Right.
And
And
you
now I
should
got
have
to
just
figure out where your ass at. And you don't want to
exactly.
answer. You don't want to do none of that. Like that's ridiculous. Like you gonna answer my phone call and let me know at
You
least you
you could have
breathing.
went to the other room and been
Right.
mad
You could have gone
there.
outside. You could have gone to the backyard. You could have gone anywhere. Why you had to
man,
go? I
guys,
had to
I got
leave.
y'all. I'm gonna step up for y'all. I got y'all, man. Man, listen. We don't want to argue with y'all. If it's a bad argument, we don't want to argue with y'all, man. We want
You're
to.
not
That's
It's
fine.
arguing.
We're
some
not trying
dudes,
to argue.
but
We're not trying
I
to
get
argue.
you. But some dudes don't even. Some dudes like to come back to the situation way later than what it is.
That's
Some dudes
fine.
like to
Tell me
storm out
you
the
need a
house.
break. Tell me you
I
need
mean,
time to get some air. Say that, but say that. Don't just walk out. That the point of the matter is, I don't care about you leaving. What I'm trying to get is you telling me, hey, this is too much for me right now. I need some space. I need some time to breathe. I need to get my thoughts together. I need to figure it out, and then we come back and we can talk about it. Don't just walk out, slam doors, and catch attitude. Like
Because
sorry
now,
guys,
because now
I
you, now
tried.
you, now you're creating an unhealthy communication pattern with you not coming back and we not having a conversation.
conversation,
I
right?
I
Like
went
people
to
say,
go
don't
for
go
a
to
drive.
bed, don't
Bed
go to
mad.
bed mad at each other.
Mm-hmm.
I went for a drive. That's what happened.
That's fine. Go
You could go for a
for
drive,
a
but
drive.
you better bring your butt back and we gonna
Right.
talk.
Right. You're
Don't
not
say
Okay.
gonna get the
I
avoidance.
want to talk about this in a week. No, because then the
No.
same thing can happen
What?
within that week of us needing to have the conversation, so it doesn't
Um. Yeah. Sorry, guys. I tried to. But,
happen.
there's not much I can say.
learn how to have great communication
Healthy
skills
communication. Yeah.
and healthy communication skills, so we don't
Play the
have to.
PS5. That's what I do.
That's what you try to
Play
do to
video games.
deviate
Like yeah. Like
and drown out
Right.
the problem instead
I
of talking
mean
about
Instead
it.
of
that's.
facing it head on and dealing with it.
I mean true, but a lot of dudes don't. Glenny, don't listen. Don't start with me.
You see her face. You
Don't
see
start
her
with
face.
me.
She was like, what? Nah.
You know what? Move on. Dang, I ain't even gonna argue with her.
That's funny. Time to
What?
move on.
What you mean that's funny? How's that? Go ahead. No, no. Matter of fact, stay here. What's so funny? What's so funny?
What
What's
What?
so funny?
that guys don't know how to communicate,
Communicate?
and
We do know
then
how to
but then when
communicate. All women don't know how to communicate. Don't sit
all
there and
women
act
know
like
how.
all women
That's
don't
right.
know how to
That's
communicate.
true. All
Right.
women don't know how to
Not
communicate,
everybody know how to
but for
communicate.
the women who know how to communicate
Right.
and express the guys who don't know how to communicate, so we
Mm-hmm.
can learn to correct that, so we
Mm-hmm.
don't have to deal with
Deal with
that.
that. Mm-hmm.
Like we're smart, okay?
Hey, we're
Intelligent.
smart too.
You are.
You are.
I know I am. I'm talking about them.
Some of them not. You're right. You're right. Some of them not.
Some of
Some of them
them are
not. You're
not
right.
very,
Yeah.
They're not bright, but
Yeah.
no.
some of them are not going to deny the fact that they need to learn,
Right.
Fact.
And they
and
never
that's what we
know.
need.
Yeah. They've never seen a healthy way of communicating with a significant other.
Hmm.
I'm not even gonna lie. I don't think I have, to be honest.
Right.
I don't
And
think
that's
I
fine
ever
to
have.
say that
And
because
that's why
then
you
we
have to
could learn
learn.
and we could go about it together. I'd rather
Right.
you say that than you just throw a tantrum and don't know how to communicate. Like tell
Communicate
me,
at
hey,
all.
right. Tell me something.
You
I need
right.
something. You gotta meet
So
me
so we can
halfway.
grow off of that and
Okay,
be
Right.
I
like,
got you.
okay, you didn't see it. All right. So now I did. Now
Right.
you can
So
say
let's
I
make
saw it.
adjustments.
Right. And we can take it from there.
Right. So we could
And
both be
that's
better
what you
and
call
healthier together.
communicating. That's what you call communicating. It's right there. We all have to learn and grow. Okay. All right. If we done with that one, we gonna move on to our last topic, and our last topic is, um, when your kids grow up, do you want them to be rich or happy? We hit on that just a little bit
Yeah, just a little
earlier,
bit earlier.
but now we're gonna talk about it. Do you want your kids to grow up to be rich or happy? What do you prefer?
Um,
Uh,
Not both of y'all sat there in silence and thought, like I'm talking to myself. You
I
know what?
mean,
I'm just going to. I'm just going to
listen,
answer.
it's a difficult question, man. It's a difficult question because it's
it
For
like,
it
sure.
is. It's a little bit difficult, but at the same time, I don't know. For me personally, at the end of the day, I want my kids to be happy
Hmm.
because when you die, you can't take money with you.
No, you
Your
cannot.
money is gonna just stay there.
huh?
You
And then
Come
cannot.
again?
again, on top of that,
He said, "Come again."
when
Huh?
you die, you can't take your money with you.
Oh, I'm taking my riches with me.
And
Oh,
where you gonna go?
it
Where's it
shit,
going?
afterlife.
You taking your
And
money
that's
to
what I'm
heaven? This is
explaining
what.
to you. You can't take none
Okay,
of that with you.
you
Yeah, I
cannot take
know, I
that
When
with
know,
you
I
you.
get to
know.
when you get to wherever you going after you pass away, it's
Mm,
just your soul. That's it. You can't take no
That's
money.
it.
You can't take no
That's it.
valuables. Can't take
Facts.
nothing.
Mm-mm.
Can can
Nothing.
I
And then
can
at
I
the end of the day, like money is the root. One can be the root of all evil,
Facts.
and two, people lose their mind over money.
Facts.
And
can I
my favorite scripture in the Bible is, "What does it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul?"
Facts.
So, like I said, I'd rather my kids be happy
Facts.
and love life and enjoy it than to be rich and
Miserable.
miserable, right? With nobody to share it with. What kind
Right.
of life is that?
Now you
look?
hustling and bustling to make this money, but you're not happy. And
Right, if
people
you're
think and
lonely and
people
all of
think
that.
and people think money can make you happy.
Happy, and it can't.
It cannot. Like she just said, money is the root to all evil.
You have to
Okay.
be whole within yourself before you even get money, because if you're not,
Exactly.
you're gonna be in trouble every time.
Exactly.
You have to love yourself broke, so that way when you're rich, you can love yourself.
You love yourself the most.
You still, yeah,
Just as
even
much.
more, because now you can just do whatever you want to do.
Exactly. Like I love you self that we can go out here and do this. Okay. That's the point you just want to get to.
Mhm.
But I would want this boy coming up, y'all.
You are a fool.
Uh, I would want my kids. I want my kids to be happy first because happiness is is
Everything.
everything.
Yeah.
It's everything. And if
Mhm.
you're not happy with yourself or with
Mhm.
what you're doing in life, then how do you expect for you to become blessed in wealth?
Right.
You you have to be happy with yourself first. Um,
Mhm.
um, I don't think there's been instances where God has given people money just to show them a lesson that money is not all you need.
Right. And there's been instances where God has taken the money away from people to show them that you got to be happy with or without it. Because at the end of the day, like I said, you can't take it with you. You
No,
cannot. Like, it has to stay
no.
here. So you can't take it with you. So I'd rather be happy and take my happiness with me.
Hmm. And that's why y'all got to create this daggone generational wealth, intergenerational wealth, so your
Right.
kid
So at
and
least
your
you can
kids'
leave it for
kids
somebody.
can leave it to somebody else. You
Right.
can't you can't be selfish and take it with you, even though you can't take it with you. Even if you
Right.
could take it with you, you
You should,
shouldn't take
you
it
want to
with
live it.
you.
You should want to leave it for somebody else.
Exactly. Let them, have that money so they can create their own success or live off of the success of us and enhance it.
Hmm.
Um, so be happy.
Yeah.
Want your kids to be happy. You be happy so people around you
You can be
can be
happy.
happy as well. And then meet somebody that can enhance your happy and create joy with you.
Right.
Because you have to make yourself happy.
Hmm. Can't nobody else do it for you.
No. They're supposed to add joy to your life.
Right.
Hmm. You got to have the basic stuff like happiness and peace
Hmm.
and love
Hmm.
and faith.
Yes. Number one.
Exactly.
You
Have
got to
have that
believe in
all.
something, because
Wow.
if you don't, you'll fall for anything. So,
Exactly.
what are you saying wow for? You think
Right.
you.
I don't even have a comment. Like, at this point, I don't even know. Dang, I ain't even think of it like that. But I guess I want my kids happy.
To my guess.
I strive myself.
I guess.
I strive myself to be
Mhm.
rich one day.
And that's fine.
My goal is to be a billionaire by the age of 24. So it's like, I never really thought about how I wanted my kids to really like grow up to be like either rich or happy. So it's like for me that hit me hard because it's like, dang, I never even
Thought about it.
yeah. I
Because
mean, that's
being
a
rich can destroy you. It can destroy
Yeah.
them.
Mm-hmm. It can
yeah.
turn them
Now
into
this
spoiled brats.
and now
Honestly,
this
truly.
money you left behind for them to maintain and to create more wealth. Now they've done terribly with the money, and
Mm-hmm.
now there's nothing left for people after them.
Right. And now they don't have
Man,
nothing. They don't have happiness and they ain't got no money.
Now everything you done built is in the trash
I
And you
wish
can't do
that.
nothing about it because you in the dirt.
because you gone.
Well, I'm
You could
actually not
be
going. I'm
you
not
could be
going
your
into the
spirit
dirt.
and you could come up
Yeah, I
behind
mean
them
your spirit.
and whop them upside their head one good time.
I
Just be
mean,
like, why you do that? You could do that if you want.
I
Um,
my thing is I don't even want to be buried like in the dirt. Like I want to be in the wall.
Fair. My grandma's in the wall.
You want
I'd
to be in a
rather be in the
wall?
wall. I'd rather be in the
In the
wall
wall. You seen at the
because
cemeteries where they be having the
yeah,
walls and they be
the
putting
big
the caskets
walls
in the walls.
they put in the cat, then they screw it,
Mm-hmm.
put it in there. Like I'd
You never
rather do
seen
that
that before?
because
I've never seen that in person. I'm gonna
you
give a
never
fuck.
seen a
I've
You
seen
know
it
what I'm
on
saying in person?
TV.
Yeah,
oh
we
But
got
I've never seen it. Like I've never gone to a graveyard where it's had that type of thing.
oh man, we gotta show you, man. They
yeah,
have it's really dope. It's
cemeteries
dope.
here most definitely they have walls. My grandma's in a wall, and I think that everybody else that from far as I know from me being alive, everybody else is in the ground
I
because
didn't.
most of my grandparents and my great grandparents, which I'm lucky to still have a lot, still have great
Mm-hmm.
grandparents in my life. They either bought spaces together so they can get buried next to each other. So then they didn't even have walls then, I don't believe.
They
So
probably didn't. That's why
they
they bought a
probably
space in the dirt.
Oh
exactly.
man,
So,
put me in the wall, man. I
Put you
feel
in a
more
wall.
comfortable.
wall or cremation
Yeah.
No, that's a sin.
to
What's a
burn our
sin?
bodies.
To burn your body?
Yes,
How's that a
yes.
sin?
It
Well,
say that in
I
the
was
Bible.
taught when I was growing up
Right.
that if you wanted to burn, like if you wanted to burn your body, then I mean it was a sin because you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to either just get buried or get put in the wall.
I didn't. I don't.
Cause I mean it's in the Bible, but I don't remember the scripture or nothing like that. But I
I'm looking
know
right
for
now.
sure that
I'm on my Bible app
it's.
looking
I
right
thought it
now.
was a sin.
She said, "We gonna get this right today."
Yeah,
Let's
I thought it
see.
was at least. Well,
I never
that's what I
heard
was
that.
taught.
I never heard that
I was taught
at
that. I
all.
don't know.
I just feel like once you die, like the body is just the body. Like your soul is no longer in there. So what is it a sin?
And
What
what
I
are you
do
gonna
with
do?
after
What
it?
is your body like?
And it's
What is it?
really, I don't know.
What is it gonna
It's a
go?
body, ashes to ashes,
Dust to dust.
dust. So either they turn me into ashes, or I either over time I'm gonna become it. But either way it goes, I'm gonna be ash and dust.
Yep. Yep.
I'm gonna have to ask my daddy about that one. I'm gonna have to ask preacher man about that one. See,
All I see right
I
here,
need to talk to your
is
father.
them. All I see right here is
my
them
daddy,
saying they burn bodies,
it's a sin to burn
burn
bodies.
human bones. No, it says it. It's literally scriptures of them talking about burning other
Burning
people's bodies,
bodies.
of
Yeah.
them burning bodies.
Mm-hmm.
So it's legal. I mean, not legal, but I mean it's in the Bible.
Yes, it's not a sin.
Okay,
What?
okay, good to know.
No,
I
it's
didn't know
not no
that.
law.
I just
It's
learned
not a
something new.
sin.
Okay, I learned something new. I didn't think I thought it was, but okay. I know.
No, that's
Thank
not
you,
sin.
thank you, religious people.
Some of religious people.
What?
people who literally got the
I
Bible in
mean,
their hand.
obviously y'all know. Well, y'all know more than I do, because I mean, I don't. You go to church every Sunday, and then Delaney goes to church. I don't go to church necessarily, but I grew up in Christianity, so
I mean, I
my.
kind of have to go to church. My daddy's a pastor.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Why? Fix your
PK,
face. Fix your face.
PK.
That's me. A PK.
My
We're
granddaddy's
not
a
as crazy
pastor,
as
so
everybody thinks.
Preacher kid.
yeah,
Yeah, a preacher's kid, basically.
Oh, well, yeah.
That's what
yeah.
they call pastors' kids. Or
I mean, I wouldn't know because
I watched the show,
I
you
wish I
did.
had a
I
pastor.
used to watch that show too, but then I was like, yo, they are really
bro. They was
having PK kids in a
OC.
different type of light. I had to get off that because I'm like,
I was
they
like,
don't all act like that. I'm
what?
telling you, they don't all
She
act
was
like
like, no. She said,
that.
no. I'm having sex before I get married. Yeah, I'm not. I'm not dealing with it. I'm not doing that. She was straight up. She was like, Dad, I'm not doing that. He was like, but the
Mm-hmm.
Bible says. She said, well, I can't get with that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sometimes if you have those conversations with when your daddy's a pastor, you have to have those conversations because they're
For
so
sure.
by the book that it's
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
hey, yeah, you're by the book, but look at the generation that we are living in. Like, I
Let,
can't.
let's face reality real quick. Like,
Right. That's what I tell my dad all the time. Like, let's get away from the book a little bit and let's just
let's
talk
let's
about
face reality.
in the generation
It's
that we're in. Like,
it's people out here shacking up
mm-hmm.
before marriage.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they
And
do. They be doing that for
statistically,
a
they say
while.
that it's better if you live with your partner before you get married because then you can see how they act and
I agree.
all that kind of stuff before you even walk down the aisle. Because there's some stuff you have to see how a person lives before you get married to them. I feel like because it's just like, what if I get married to you and you do some stuff that I don't like while we live together?
Cause now we gonna get a divorce tomorrow.
Like, what if you don't
Now
pick up after
Oh
yourself? What if
no.
you slob? Like, I
that
gotta
that
know
we get
what
a divorce
I'm getting
tomorrow.
myself into, like what my
Because
living arrangement is gonna look like.
right, cause why you ain't tell me? Why you had all this? Like,
Right. Why didn't you tell me you was
nah.
a hoarder? Like,
Exactly.
tell me.
Right. Like, why you ain't tell me you keep all the papers that you get? Like all of
All the
them.
bills, all the
All
receipts.
all of them. Nah, I'm gonna keep. Nah, I need to keep.
Jeez.
Nah, I'm gonna need this later. No,
Yeah,
no.
why you ain't tell me you got a whole rack full of sneakers? Like this is some stuff I gotta know. Like,
Here you
So
go.
first off,
He's
don't
sensitive.
first what
He's
about
but
this?
sensitive.
I'm not saying that in a bad way. But at least I have to know because if I'm a sneakerhead and you're a sneakerhead, where we gonna put all these sneakers?
we gonna have to we
A
gonna have to
walk-in
build a house.
closet.
We're gonna have to build a house and have 4 bedrooms combined just
No, ain't no
for
Right.
a
4 bedrooms
closet.
combined. Get a walk-in closet, big old walk-in
That's
closet. Your
probably not
shoes
gonna be
on
A
this
big enough
wall.
closet
for
just for your
for
shoes.
every sneaker because I'm a sneakerhead and
Okay, I'm a sticker here. You see my you see.
exactly. See now, see what I'm
Okay,
talking about here.
Exactly. You
yeah,
need a
okay.
closet just for shoes. Build a closet
Yeah,
just for
just
That's
for
shoes.
okay.
shoes. You don't
That's
have to
okay. I
because
got some. I got some heat coming.
hmm
oh god.
and
Believe me,
then
I
you
got some
get
heat
then you
coming.
get the clear container so you can see your shoes. Don't be keeping your shoe boxes. Some people like to keep in their shoe boxes,
I don't know
but
why.
I don't keep the shoebox. I just put the shoe on top of the thing.
yeah.
If you,
I
I
mean,
mean,
some
I
people
don't see a
keep
lot
their
of
shoe
people.
boxes because they could put the shoes in the shoebox.
Yeah, but I don't
hmm
see why. I mean, because if you got a walk-in closet and anything, you just put your shoes right into like the little
The
squares
slot,
Yeah,
and
the little
just put
yeah.
it
slot,
So
right
little
so
there.
you can
slots.
see.
The
So
shoe
when you getting
boxes, you don't
ready
keep
and you
them.
choosing the outfit, you can see the
You know
shoes.
what
Now you
shoes you
got to
want to
go to
wear,
the shoe box and take the
Yeah,
shoes out the box and be like, nah, I didn't put it
like how
back.
you did when you were shopping for the shoes. That's too much.
yeah,
Exactly. Too
yeah.
much. You're
Hey, don't
supposed
be
to make the
talking. My shoe
process
collection is lit.
I
easier for you.
know.
It
I
is, and
know.
it's expensive. We talked
Mhm.
about this
Ooh,
already.
I got some. I gotta get some more Uggs. What you
Me
call them, the
too.
slippers?
I
I want
agree.
the slipper Uggs. Yeah,
Me
I
too.
got
I
like
need to. I need
two
to buy
pair,
some
three
more.
pair.
I need to buy me
Got some
another
Ugg
I don't
boots
own a
too.
pair of
low
Uggs, but
pair.
the climate I live in, I don't really need to have a pair of Uggs.
That's facts.
Well,
We're in the Midwest. We
Yeah,
don't.
and I'm in
we're in Chicago,
we
so I mean,
we need
But
us.
if I were to come down to your city, I probably would buy some Uggs because I'm gonna need them.
oh, you already
Yeah,
have them.
right. You would most definitely need them.
You have
That's a
them.
fact. You need some Uggs and you
Be
need
a
a
welcome
good
gift.
pair of Tims and a good
Yeah,
pair of Tims.
I don't.
it'd be
Yeah, I don't have a pair of Tims, but actually, I want a pair of Tims.
okay. Well,
I
two
don't live
shoes
in
that
the
you will
weather
have
where
welcome
I
gifts.
need them, but I want a pair of Tims for
Okay,
sure.
well, we'll have two welcome gifts for you.
You need some Uggs and some Tims. If you coming in the
Got you.
winter, you will
What
most definitely need
size?
some Uggs and Tims.
What size?
In Tims or in general, my feet. I have small feet, so in general, I wear 7.5, 8, depending on the shoe. I have to
Seven.
literally, yeah, 7.5, 8. What did you
You
do?
have
Write
small
down my.
foot.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What?
My
I
feet are
can't
very
relate.
small.
I can't relate.
Why? You got big feet?
Yes, I
At
don't
least
have
she
small
honest
feet.
about it. At
I mean,
least
I
she's,
got small feet, so
women be like, no, I don't have big feet, and they feet be like
bro,
giants.
I got small. I got small feet. I don't know about all of that.
Mm.
You got small feet. What size you wearing?
Christopher,
I don't
you
think
know
you
you're
got
not
small
finna
feet.
say. No, you're not finna say you got small feet.
I haven't seen your feet in a minute, so I can't make that assumption.
He's not got
What
small
size you
feet.
wear? Hello.
He's the liar. He don't got he the liar. He don't got no small feet.
We're gonna show love to DMX.
Yep, man.
Real name is Earl Simmons. DMX was born December 18th, 1970, and he just recently died on April 9th of 2021. Following the deaths of Tupac Shakur and the notorious B.I.G., DMX took over as the undisputed reigning king of hardcore rap. He was that rare commodity, a commercial powerhouse with artistic and street credibility to spare. His rapid ascent to stardom was actually almost a decade in the making, which gave him a chance to develop the theoretical image that made him one of the rap's most distinctive personalities during his heyday. In 2000, DMX won the Favorite Rap Hip Hop Artist Award. He has been nominated for 11 personally great awards, but he came up short to a few other artists. DMX will be remembered as one of the greatest rappers to ever touch the mic. He will be extremely missed, and rest in peace, King DMX.
Rest in peace, DMX, man.
I
Praying
love
for
his
his
music,
family and his friends
especially when he's naming
during
all the
this
females.
time. You
He's
said
like,
what?
he's like Brenda, Lakeisha, Tasha. Like, he's like, it's funny, bro. Like, I'm like, yo, them all your baby mamas, man. I'm like, yo, or he
He got
slept
a
with.
lot of
I'm like, yo,
babies.
He got a lot of kids. He
hey, man,
still
DMX, hey,
he had two younger kids, like babies. Like
Yeah, when he
yeah,
died.
yeah,
dang,
two
man,
younger
rest in
kids.
Ones that
peace.
probably will never even remember him. Well, they'll remember him because of their family, but
Dang,
they won't
man,
remember him.
that's tough, but man, he's with Tupac and Biggie now, so he's in a great
Yeah.
place.
Sure is, man. A
That's
great place.
infamous.
He's somewhere better than here. That's a fact.
Yeah, for sure.
Facts.
Alright, so
But all
alright.
right, so we're gonna
Rest in
take you
peace
to the
to DMX,
destination
man.
game.
Yep, we're gonna do the definition game. Y'all know this our last segment right before we end it off. We do stuff to keep y'all engaged. So y'all we know y'all ain't just skipping to the end, listening to the destination game and trying to get a shout out on us.
Facts.
But make sure y'all are listening to the clues, man, and giving us the answer in the comments down below, bro.
Facts,
Yeah,
man.
y'all need
Tell
to
us.
yeah, if y'all gonna listen all the way through, that's how we know y'all listen all the way through. If y'all know we got a destination game,
Facts.
that's a
Y'all need
fact.
to let us know.
That's a fact. So make sure
But
y'all listen to the destination game, and then with your answer, make sure you either tag your personal social media or you can either put your business, and we could, if you got the right answer, we'll shout you out the next podcast. So make
yep.
sure y'all follow those rules and make sure that you have the right answer, of course, and then we'll shout you out. So first person who does that, we'll shout you out. So I'm gonna give you the clues. All right. So this country is located in southwestern Africa, and it's a pretty large country here. All right. Their official language is Portuguese. Their population is 31,067,000. Their form of government is unitary, multi-party republic with one legislative house. They call it the National Assembly, and it's roughly a square shape with a maximum width of 800 miles. So it's a seem like that's a that's a small yeah. That's a big country with a lot of people. A lot of people. 31 million people. That that's
Yeah, that's a lot
that's a
of
lot of
people.
people. Just to think we only have like 300 million of us in the US. Like that's not a lot of people compared to China where they got a billion people.
I actually want to
That's
go to China.
ridiculous.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I want to go to China at least once.
Me too. One time. True.
Yeah,
One time for the one time.
facts.
She's like, yeah, no. She's like, I'll pass on that one.
Or
Y'all
maybe
tell me how it
Japan.
go.
It'll be
Tell me how
great,
y'all
man.
like
It'll be
it.
fun.
You
I,
can
I
come
like
with us.
learning.
It'll be
I like
fun.
learning
Huh?
about other people's cultures and seeing what they do and stuff like that. It's fun. It'll be a fun trip.
Yeah, it's a
It
fun.
probably
She
will be.
we'll don't worry. We'll take her with us.
Yeah,
Don't
no,
Take
for
worry.
sure.
who?
You.
Me.
Yeah, you.
I'm all down for going on trips. Shoot, where we going?
Period. I love the
All right,
adventure.
bro.
I love
I love
a
though.
good
Like,
trip.
where? Right? Where we
Let's
going? Where we
do it. Let's
going?
plan it.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
fact,
Let's do it.
fact.
All right, bet. How much is the ticket to China?
A lot.
Anybody know?
A
A
lot.
lot. How much is a lot?
Probably a easy grand, probably low key. Probably
Oh
easy
man,
thousand.
I'll make that with ease. All right, that's cool. All right. Well, we'll just plan it together. We'll get together. We got the group chat going. We'll do it together. But
Yeah, we'll do
well,
it.
of the
We'll do it.
story, guys. That's the end of this great podcast.
It is. It was a great
Um,
podcast. It was a
Yeah, it
great
was fun.
make sure you show some love to DMX's family. Send your condolences. That
Mhm.
man was a legend, and he will
legend,
be
Yeah.
icon,
extremely missed.
Icon.
Yes.
for sure. For sure.
So I already ended off with a prayer. We'll see you guys next.
Jesus, thank you for bringing us all here together and having great conversation and dialogue and understanding. And being mature and understanding each other without having to argue consistently. I pray that people walk away informed and they learn and that we are all doing better to improve on ourselves daily. In your name I pray, amen. Why you playing, bruh?
Amen.
Amen, bro. I
I'm
ain't
a,
Right.
playing,
I'm
man.
a,
I'm not playing,
I
bro. I
told
just
you,
wanted to say hi. That's
I
it.
told you earlier what I'm gonna do.
Oh my god, bro. Why is you on that, bro? I just wanted to say hi. That's it.
Someone say hi. Nah, you don't corrupt Jesus like that. You don't
I did
corrupt
corrupt
him.
Jesus. Jesus know me, bro. He know me.
You
I'm
sure?
I'm fam no famo.